Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. So in Horizon Zero Dawn, they do an okay job of showing you the basics of combat and little more, to be honest. And since it's an open world game, in my opinion, I kind of like discovering how things work on my own to a certain degree. It kind of gives you more sense of freedom. But I know there's a lot of people that would really like to know how things work. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you 7 essential tips that will help you in your journey in Horizon Zero Dawn. So let's start off with the merchants. These NPCs play a big role in Horizon Zero Dawn, since you don't really find loot in the world, just components that you can then trade with merchants to get real loot like new weapons, potions, resources in general really. But did you know that each time you find a new merchant, you can ask for a free sample box with randomly generated items in it? So before you go spending your hard-earned shards on that fast travel kit or potions, make sure you have a look and ask for the merchant's free sample box, since you can easily get a fast travel kit or potions out of these. Another tip that has to do with the merchants, that if you're starting out in the game and you don't really want to sell anything that you think may come in handy later on for crafting or anything like that, then just take a look at the used for section over here on the right, and just make sure that the item you're selling only says sells for metal shards. That indicates that you'll never be able to use these resources or items to trade or to make weapons or craft anything in general. These are literally items made for selling. Another very important thing about the merchants is that in a certain early point in the game, you will be able to buy maps. Just buy all of them, trust me, it's well worth it. This will show you the location of all the collectibles in the game, that later on you can trade for cool treasures once you get to a certain point. I mean, hell, thanks to these maps, it prevented me from making quite a few videos. So one more final thing about the merchants, that if you enter a new region, and even if you don't need anything from the merchants, you should definitely check his wares out just in case he has any new weapons, since the weapons do change depending on the region you're in. So obviously the further away the region is from the start of the game, then the better weapons they are going to have. But yeah, you should definitely check the merchants out every time you enter a new region in the game. So for tip number 5, like in most games of this genre, you will become overburdened before you know it, and especially in Horizon Zero Dawn, since they put everything out in front of you, doesn't really matter where you go, you're always going to have stuff to pick up from the ground. So it's a really good idea to start upgrading your carry capacity as soon as possible. At the start they'll just ask for some wood and very simple stuff to get. After that you will need some meat and some bones, and the best place to farm animals is in this forest right here. There is actually a side quest that will take you here, but even without the side quest, just come here and there is going to be tons of different animals you can farm. As for skills, unlock Lore and Silent Strike first, since they combine amazingly well to slowly take out packs of enemies, plus Lore is great once you have some traps in your inventory. This really will make your life easier at the start of the game when you come across big packs of enemies. For my final tip, maybe the most important one, is take your time with this game. Explore, hunt, do side quests, discover different types of enemies. There are tons of things to do in this amazingly crafted world. And maybe the most important one is, well, just that, the world. Just so much variety, so much amazing things to do. Just don't rush to the main quest, since if you do that, the game will probably not even last 10 hours if you do it correctly. So take your time and get lost in this amazingly crafted world.
Another signal.
So yeah guys, I hope this was helpful. If it was, please give it a like and subscribe. Remember you can follow me on Twitter, and we'll see you next video guys.